Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. So in today's video, what we're going to be going over is how to create a horror mechanic in which you can only look around using the flash of a camera, similar to what you see in Visage. So let me hit play and show you what we're going to make today. So as you can see, it is pitch black here, but when I left click, we're going to have a quick flash of the camera, which is going to show this. So I should also say, quick disclaimer, there'll be lots of flashing images in today's video, in today's tutorial, but I feel like that goes without saying anyway, but just wanted to let you know. So as you can see again, we can see only what is in front of us whenever we can flash the camera, which also has a bit of a cooldown as well. Now this is fully customizable, so you can see how bright the camera flash is going to be, how often you can do it, how long it will last for. All of this is incredibly easy to customize, and obviously your level doesn't have to be pitch black like this. This is just for the purpose of the tutorial. But this is what we'll be going over and creating today. So without further ado, let me delete this code. I'm going to show you how I've done it. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create our camera blueprint. So what I've done is I've downloaded a camera mesh off of CG Trader, which I'll leave a link to in the description down below, but there isn't really any work materials on it, so maybe go find a different one, but this one is obviously free. So I'm going to right click, go to blueprint class, create an actor. I'm going to name this one BP camera, opening it up straight away. And the first thing I'm going to do in here is add in my static mesh for my camera. And now this, for some reason, is way too big, so I'm going to scale it down to 0.1 on the X, Y, and Z. Then in here, what I'm going to do is add in a spotlight, and that's going to be our flash for our camera. And then I'm just going to move this into the position which I want it to be in, facing the right way, and located in the right place as well. Obviously, it doesn't matter too much where it is, as long as it's just in front of the camera. But I want mine to be roughly around there. I think that's going to be good for me. Then with the spotlight still selected, we want to modify all of these settings. So we can change the intensity, the color, all of this stuff. All I'm going to do is just change the intensity. So what I'm going to do is multiply by 2 and then multiply it by 10, let's say. So we have a value of 100,000 as our intensity. But again, you can customize it to what you want. And if you were to drag the camera into the level, you can see how bright this is going to be. So we're going to have it light up like this, which I think is going to be perfectly fine for me. Then one final thing we want to do in the viewport is select our static mesh for our camera, and we want to just disable the collision. So set the collision to be no collision on the collision preset there. And that will just stop it from blocking the player whenever we're trying to walk. So we'll compile and save that. Now we want to go over to the event graph, delete these two nodes, and start setting up the code for actually flashing the camera. So let's right click and add a custom event, naming this one flash or camera flash, whatever you want to name it. And then we're going to create a new variable. So let's hit the plus variable here, naming this can flash, and we're going to leave this as a boolean. Let's compile and set the default value to true. Then we're going to get this, hold down B, left click to get a branch with that as the condition. So when we call the flash custom event, we're seeing if we can actually flash. And this is because, like I say, I have it on a cooldown as well. So if we can flash, so come out true, we'll then set can flash to false. As we're now flashing, we don't want to then be able to do it again straight away. And false, we won't do anything, as if we can't flash, well then that's fine, we're not going to do anything. After we set this value here, we're going to get the spotlight and do set visibility. And we want to tick this, so the new visibility is true, so we are showing it. Which reminds me, we also want to select the spotlight and then set the visibility by default to be not visible, so the flash isn't on. Then after this, we're going to do play sound 2D, or you can do at location if you want, but 2D will be perfectly fine. And we're just going to play a sound for our camera flash going off, which for me, I think the best one is flashlight switch. That's just in the starter content, you can obviously find your own ones as well elsewhere. Then we'll hold down D, left click to get a delay, setting the duration to whatever you want. I found for me 0.2 or 0.3 is pretty good because it's not too quick and it's not too long. Because we obviously want to be able to have the player actually see what is in front of them, but we still want to look realistic for a camera flash as well. But again, you can customize this, so this here is the duration at which the light will be on. Then after that, we want to do the set visibility once again, this time setting it to be not visible, so we're now hiding and turning off a flash once again. And then we're going to hold down D, left click to get another delay. With this duration, I'm going to set to 2, and this is basically just the cooldown of the flash. So once it is finished flashing, how long does the player have to wait before being able to do it again? which for me I've set to 2 seconds, and then we'll set the boolean can flash to true again, which will reset this so the player can do this all once again. So we'll compile and save that, and that is all the code we need to do in the camera to actually have this flash. Now all we need to do is be able to call it. So to do that, we're going to close this as we are finished with this, and we're going to open up our character blueprint. So for me, that's going to be first person, blueprints, BP first person character. In here, we're going to go straight to the viewport, and we're going to add in a child actor, like so, with this child actor being our camera we just created. So mine was BP camera, like so. Then I'm just going to put this in the position I want it to be in. You can obviously attach it to your mesh and parent it as well if you wanted to, so it's going to move about. But for me, I think it's going to be perfectly fine just being in front of the camera like this. Again, customize this however you want. We'll compile, save that, and go to the event graph. In here, we're going to find some empty space and get the key binding event you want for this to work. For me, I'm just going to use the left mouse button. You can obviously set this up properly with the enhanced input system for your own game, which I'd recommend doing. Then out of this, very simply, all we want to do is get our child actor. Out of this, get child actor, so the actual component which it is. And then out of this, we're going to cast to our camera. So cast to BP camera, whatever you just named the blueprint we just created. Then as your blueprint, we're going to call the custom event we just created, which I named mine Flash. And that is all we need to do. So we'll compile, save, and hit play to test this out. So you can see it's pitch black, and if I were to press left click, we have our flash appear on the camera like so. And if I just spam it, you'll see it's only going to happen every 2 seconds. So this is working perfectly for us. We can only see by using this camera flash like so. So I think that'll be it for this video, as we've done everything we've wanted to do. What we've done is we've set up this horror mechanic in which you have to use a camera flash to be able to see where it is that you're going, and I've shown you how easy it is to customize as well, and you can see this really does add a nice atmosphere and a good effect to the game. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please do make sure to like and subscribe down below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.